Hey, what is up, YouTube? Let me just adjust my camera a little bit here. It is Pigeon and Goose and Pigeon, my goodness. And today I am back with actually something new. We're gonna try something different. Actually, it's not really different on our channel. We do this a lot, but we haven't done it in a while. I am going to do a deck profile on my Zaician deck, and I actually would like some comments from you guys and some suggestions, because I know I need to change it up soon as rotation comes with Darkness Ablaze, and there's some things that definitely need to be changed. So this is going to be my post-rotation of the Zaician Lucario Melmetal deck. So, of course, you're going to start off with your Zaicians. You have a 4 lineup. Look at all those gorgeous boys. I miss the camera completely. They have the promo. We have some that we pulled. The 2 full arts. Beautiful cards. We have the 4 Zaicians. And, of course, you're going to, if it's a Zaician Lucario Melmetal deck, you're going to want your Zaicians in there, and he's going to help accelerate that energy so that you can draw cards when you have like absolutely nothing to do. And of course you have your lineup of Lucario Melmetal. I only personally play 2 of them because I feel like that's all you need, because I usually don't even use the second one. I usually only use 1, so I could possibly get away with 1, but I like to put 2 just in case if it's in the prize card, because you never know. And basically you want to use him for his full metal wall, and you also want to be very careful, because if you read this, it says that for the rest of the game your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from your opponent's attacks, and if you have 1 extra energy, it discard all energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. And when I first started playing this deck, I realized real quick that you got to be really careful with it, because if they don't, I know you want to use it really early in the game, like ADP Zaician, but at the same time you want to make sure you get that extra bonus of you got to discard all those energies. So we also have, of course, our Mew to protect our bench, because we're going to have some bench Pokemon that we do not want to get sniped out, like Zaician, since Zaician doesn't have very high health. Now, this is Mimikyu. I had him in here when Mewtwo Mew was going around, and I'm not sure if I need him in there anymore, so maybe some suggestions on what to replace him with. Maybe I should leave him alone, because he's just an iffy, like if, you know, what if you're going up against a Mewtwo Mew? You never know. But I don't see very many Mewtwo Mews because V's are coming out. But he's still out there. I know some people still are playing with him. But who knows? Just let me leave some suggestions on what I could replace him with. So also we have that Galarian Meowth and the Galarian Berserker, and we have these to get that extra 20 damage, and we have the Galarian Meowth, which helps you get that Galarian Berserker. I only want to run 1 line of him because I just like to give that extra oomph to like the Steel Metal Fist that Lucario does. Steel Fist, it's 50, and then this adds 20 more damage, so you can use it if you need to take out a Jirachi if you do not have the energy to do full metal or the 150 heavy impact if you don't have enough. So he's just a little adds to Lucario. And of course you have your Absol to make sure that those Jirachis do not have a way to escape. You also have your Dedenne, and this is just a good draw card. If you have a really bad hand, just slap Dedenne down if you already used a supporter and get some new cards in there. And you also have a Rangaroo, and a Rangaroo is a really nice card right now. As if you guys all know, if you play the actual card game, he is very sought after. He is good for searching, so if you're looking for 1 card that you desperately need, like say for instance like a Metal Saucer, if you need to switch something, energy, or Great Catcher, or Custom Catcher, that's the one I'm looking for. Like you're gonna get that final game and you just need that one. I've had those situations. He definitely comes in handy. So next you have your line of Metal Saucers. So of course you're playing a metal deck, you're gonna want your Metal Saucers, which searches them out from the discard and puts it on one to your metal benched Pokemon. Also, you're going to want your switches here. Now, your switches are going to come in handy for when you have Zaician out and you can switch it into a new Zaician, or you can do vice versa. You can retreat it with air balloon. You can put that Zaician back out, because technically when you retreat a Pokemon, it becomes a new Pokemon and it can attack again. So Zaician can use his steel, or his attack. What is his attack? His Brave Blade once again. Now, we have Malilana, basically for the same reason. We only play 2-line because we don't have Guzma anymore. So Malilana is like the next best thing. You can switch your active with one of your bench Pokemon, which will help get the Zacians out and into the active. And then if you discard 2 other cards, you're going to heal 120 damage just for that bonus. And now this is a proxy, by the way, because I don't have this deck finished all the way. So now we're having our 2 Professor's Research, and that, of course, discard your hand, draw 7 cards, just like the Dedenne. The Dedenne's in there just in case if you used a Professor's Research and you still didn't get what you need, and you need to get rid of it and find a combo piece or something like that. So also we have our Quick Balls, of course, the search for your basic Pokemon, like your Zaician or your Lucario Melmetal. When you play this deck, you always want to try to get the Lucario Melmetal out first, and then get your Zacians out and get them built up. And then we have our Marnies. Of course, you play Marnie because you want to always disrupt your opponent's hand, and plus, if you have a really bad hand, you can just search out, you know, get those cards. And then we have Erica's Hospitality. Now this one's a little negotiable. You don't need this in here technically, but I threw it in there because it's a really good draw card, and I feel like when you have all those Jirachis and you have the Absol and you have the bench barrier Mew, you have all those things on your opponent's bench that are just sitting there, this actually comes in handy because it helps you get the most effective cards. We also have a Great Catcher. Now, Great Catcher is not going to be seeing very much play now because there's not going to be very many GXs or EXs anymore. It is going to be going towards Vs. And it basically says that if you discard 2 other cards, you may switch one of your opponent's GX or EX, not V. Now, Custom Catcher, on the other hand, has been seeing lots of play. So this one basically says that if you have 2 Custom Catchers at once, you can switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, or if you only have 1, you can draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. So this card is just overall just really good. A lot of decks are playing it right now because it's just so amazing to be able to take out your opponent's bench. My goodness, brain fart for a second. And then we have Chaotic Swell. Chaotic Swell is just overall a good card. It helps with get rid of the Thunder Mountain and all those scary stadiums that are out there, which everybody knows. But you gotta be careful because you could screw yourself over with this card. I've definitely done that a couple times. And then we have Tag Call, which also allows you to get that Lucario Melmetal if you have issues, or you can get Malilana, and there is a Caitlyn Cynthia, so there's a couple things you can get with this. And we have that Air Balloon. I only play 1, but I'm thinking about playing more just because I have lots of Zacians in here. It allows you to retreat Zacian, who also has a retreat cost of 2, so it allows him to retreat for free. And now we have Metal Frying Pan, and Metal Frying Pan is one of the ones that are going to be rotating. And I feel like the next best thing is going to be Metal Goggles. But Metal Goggles isn't as good as Metal Frying Pan because this prevents weakness, because, as we all know, fire is running around everywhere still. So Metal, the only reason why Metal has been surviving with fire is because of has no weakness tag attached to it. And Metal Goggles do not have that tag on it. So I'm going to be looking for a new replacement for that. So if you guys have any suggestions other than Metal Goggles, please let me know in the the comments, please. So we also have the Caitlyn Cynthia that I was talking about. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, and you may choose a Caitlyn and Cynthia. Oh, you can't choose Caitlyn and Cynthia if you discard it. And then you also may draw 3 cards if you discard another card from your hand. This card is just overall amazing. You're allowed to go searching for any of those supporters that you need, say Marnie or Research, or if you even need a Malolana, you can go ahead and grab those. Alright, and of course we're going to play our Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer is just a great control card if you need to control your opponent and they're getting too much energy out there. Hey, I'm going to play this, flip a coin, discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon if it is heads. So it's just a great way to put your opponent back in its place, so you can be like, hey, you're not allowed to do that. I see that you're getting too much things out there and I need to slow you down a little bit. Crushing Hammer will definitely do that for you. Now, last but not least, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This one I want to talk to you guys about later. So we have 11 metal energies in here, and 11 I feel like is a good number because there's, I mean, Zaician, he's going to keep digging for all of these metal energies. You got Lucario, who takes at least 4 to do have a metal impact. So I feel like 11 is a pretty decent number for this deck because you got some hefty guys in there that take at least 3 energies to do anything. And you also have Metal Saucer that gets them out from the discard. Brain fart again. So 11 is just a nice number to have. So you're guaranteed at least, you know, you have some energies. And then last but not least, I have Evolution Incense. This one I am definitely taking out because this was in there before the Galarian Meowth, my bad. The Galarian Meowth came out. That allows you to discard 2 cards and then you can grab the Galarian Berserker. But I put this in there so that I could get that Galarian Berserker a little bit easier. But now that we have that, I don't really need this card. So let me know in the comments, what can I replace this with? What do you guys think? Any cards that come off the top of your head to make this deck better? Just let me know. Yeah, overall, this deck is super, super fun to play. It's fun to go against an ADP deck in Zaician because they're basically the same thing, but this one's more defensive and the other one's more aggressive. And when me and Pigeon go against each other, it's usually whoever goes first usually ends up winning. So I'll make sure to let Pigeon know to do a deck profile on his ADP Zaician deck. If you don't know what ADP is, it's Arceus, Dialga, Palkia. And yeah, make sure to comment and let me know what I should replace this Evolution Incense with now that we have that Galarian Meowth. And yeah guys, that is my take on the Zaician Lucario Melmetal deck. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and make sure to stay tuned for more videos. See you guys later. See you on the flip side. Bye everybody.